There is a need for Grenada to return to the traditional social norms which have educated people and cultivated family values in Grenadian society for ages. Speaking on the issue of generating a peaceful and violent-free society is attorney at law and social justice advocate Lady Anande Trotman-Joseph. She says a lot of the problems society faces today stem from the home.
We need to go back to good parenting. We need to go back to ensuring that we have an extended family structure or even, friends. Sometimes in modern life we say, well, I have a sister friend. So we need to start putting arrangements in place so that our children are better protected, better cared for. For example, even on their way home from school, arrangements should be made that all children living in a particular direction should leave together. Very practical arrangements we need to start making. We need to ensure as parents especially that we do our best to monitor what our children are watching on television, even after we go to sleep, the kinds of programs they are using on the computers. We know as modern parents sometimes we are not quite up to the technology, but these are the kinds of issues that we really, really have to pay more attention to.
The social welfare of children is a major focus in all aspects, especially at schools, she says.
I think that the teaching profession, they need to be focused on looking out for symptoms that children might be displaying, both of abuse or of children themselves being abusers within their own peer structure. We need to ensure that the guidance counseling section of schools are really up to par, that if problems are occurring among children or being exhibited by children, that the CPA is contacted. We have to make sure that generally social workers are involved and the guidance counselors are trained wherever we see children exhibiting problems. So, in other words, based on what has been happening recently, I think that at the school level there should be greater vigilance as well as in neighborhoods. If neighbors see certain problems, I think they need to call in.
Although there is a need for stronger laws, Lady Trotman-Joseph says, there also needs to be more accountability and ownership in society.
With respect to our culture, again, I think we need to have greater censorship of what is being played on our national airwaves, what is being shown on our television, and as well as what we are encouraging our cultural performers to perform generally in public places. And of course, it all goes back to what happens in the home to guide and nurture and raise children the right way. We know, as I said before, with all of the modern stimuli and exposures that children have now, that sometimes parenting is very difficult. But I think that where parents themselves are having problems raising their children, they should be able to speak. Do not be afraid to speak out. Even as a mother myself, I have spoken out and realized that I'm really not alone in raising my child where certain problems, especially during the teenage years, were evident. So sometimes we keep quiet thinking we're all alone, but that's not true. Every parent has similar issues. However, there are certain children who may have psychopathic tendencies, for example. And if these are seen, we have to be honest. This is no time to be ashamed. Just speak out, go for help, get help, talk up.
Amanda Sampson, GBN News.